What's going on, guys? Mega Gig back with another video, back with our Rome Let's Play, our Roman campaign as the Julii family, the Julii house, and it has been a little while. It's been a little over a week, I guess, and I've put out a couple Diablo videos in between, but I've been wanting to get back into this, and yeah, so here we are. Previously, we took Carlus, and we have ended the turn, I guess, because our public order is now stabilizing, and we're going to have to leave this army here for a couple of turns to replenish up and to make sure this is well and secure. We're not at war with Syracuse, but we are at war with Carthage. These are army units and not actual navy units. So we might be able to just take them out, and yeah, because Syracuse is going to back us up. We're just going to auto-resolve this, and we'll go with a balanced state, and we are going to enslave these Carthaginians. Let's speed this up a little bit, and we're going to go ahead and take these guys out. We don't want them coming back to mess with us anytime in the near future. Enslave the 8 of them, and then we'll go ahead and park him back in there. Helps public order a little bit, helps with replenishment, and we've got force details. We can either increase the shots per minute of our support ships, increase the shots per minute for our heavy weapon ships, or increase melee attack. What do we have in this? We got all range stuff right now. So I think we'll just go with increased shots per minute for heavy weapons, and then later on we can increase the shots and damage. And then for our general leading this army, he needs a household buff. We don't really need that. Armor doesn't sound too bad. Need something a little more specific to ships, and it doesn't look like we have anything really. So I guess we could just go with armor. I don't think that applies to actual ships, though. I think it just applies to units. So I guess we'll just go with that, and then it'll kind of help us when we're trying to build stuff here. But we did still have a character trait or character skill. Let's go with Ferocious Warrior, and then yeah, we will there's ships there too, so we'll see what's next. Yeah, replenishment, and we must have gone up 2 levels while we're getting so many points here. Replenishment and ammunition sounds pretty good. Yeah, so we must have gone up 2 levels between those 2 fights. Because I don't have any mod on. I do have the traits mod on, but I don't have any mod on that gives tons of extra skill points when you level up. And not much going on over here. We have a decent amount of income, but I'd like to get it up a little higher before we really go recruiting. I wouldn't mind having some extra units up here to guard. Yeah, we got the normal units, and we've got Saki Hastati and Roman auxiliary spearmen, Triarii, of course, city guards, auxiliary infantry, Rorii, and then a couple Velites and some war dogs. So we've got our unit, our general unit as Triarii. Let's get 1 Equite to chase down ranged units if we need to. We will get 1 thing of Principes, 1 thing of Hastati, 1 thing of war dogs, and 2 Velites. How many can we recruit? Well, we can recruit a lot, but I think that also takes away from how many this guy can recruit. I'm going to kind of do the same thing here, just to guard Let's get some Roman auxiliaries for spears. We didn't put any spears over here. So let's put one more thing of spears. They do count the same. They're the same upkeep as Triarii. Let's see. They have more attack than Triarii. They have more defense. They do have less armor, a little less charge. But they have more morale. Interesting. Interesting. Alright, there we go. Then over here, let's kind of get a small army going over here as well. We'll just create a couple of different units just to have something different here. We'll create some city guards, a couple of velites, and a thing of war dogs. So these are just kind of be defensive armies, and then of course we've got the little garrisons as well. There's not a whole lot to the garrisons here. And let's see on our construction. Well, let's see what the upkeep's going to be on these. 70, 85. So a couple hundred there, a couple hundred there. This is probably going to drop down to 4,500 maybe. Maybe we'll see, because these are replenishing as well. I guess the upkeep doesn't change with how many units are in the game. I thought it did. That could be the newer could be Total War Warhammer that it does that. Let's end the turn, see what Carthage is doing. Well, we did have a unit here. Maybe we already moved them. I forgot. We might not get any big battles this turn. The first part of this, we didn't have any battles. Second, third, and fourth parts, we've had some pretty big battles. A couple of defensive, and then we had the Siege of Carlis, where we took Carlis, which was a lot of fun, really. And so we might not get any battles this time. I wouldn't mind pushing up this way. I don't super want to go after Carthage yet. I want it to kind of build up so we can have a nice big siege there. An enemy champion assaulted the patrols. Sparta and Epirus set aside their differences. It looks like we've recovered that nicely, though. Quartermaster's report, all those recruiting, and then these will be done next turn. Also, ooh, the Venetis are coming over, and they could very well attack before I get the chance to do anything. They could indeed. Character trait reports, adventurers and loyal, cool. Client established, Epirus and Sparta. Wow. Alright, so we have built a port and a field of Mars here. And do we have a military wharf over here? Don't we somewhere? Yeah, we do, in these waters. So let's we'll go with a harbor. A little more trading, a little more income. Why did we build this? Were we wanting the garrison from this? Did we just convert this? I've forgotten. Let's put him in there for military training. I'm not entirely sure. This provides 2 Hastati, 2 Rorii, and 2 Velites for 7. And then this is also 7 Hastati and Rorii. So this gives a little more, this just gives a little more range, this gives more melee. We'll go with an auxiliary camp. It gives us a little more flexibility over here. And we will, these guys are still replenishing. One more turn, we're going to let them finish up healing completely. And then we may move out. Let's see what's going on over here. We've got our spy. Yeah, Carthage, Carthago. Let's see. Yeah, they're only a level 2. So it would make it easier to take, that's for sure. Let's see if we can sabotage. And we'll just poison the wells if we can. Good. Not like it's going to help us in the near future, because we're not going to be taking that. I'd really like to take Lilybaeum and Syracuse, but I don't really want another war going on at this particular time. Let's check the buildings, see if we're building anything. Not really. And these guys are all kind of gathering around. Let's see what they're thinking. The RDI, fairly neutral with them, and then Epirus, we are not very friendly with them. They could declare war on us. They're a client state. Oh, they accepted though. That might keep Epirus off our back for a little while. And then, can we get any trade with these guys yet? No. Wouldn't mind having some trade or something with them. And then we are at war with Veneti, or Venete, however you say that. Yeah, but we'll be able to defend, I think, okay there. And what do we got? We got an enemy champion here that we recruited. See if we can assassinate their enemy champion. Not too good a chances. 61% is not bad. We failed. What about our spy? Can our spy do anything? Assassinate. 59%. We shall try. Only level 1, so they'll get experience. Alright, we wounded the enemy at least. Got level 2 on our spy. Gonna go the cunning and authority route with her. And I believe that's all we can do for this turn. Let's go ahead and end the turn. Carthage moving around some units. Have to figure out what we want to do with our main army here. Do we want to come down to Carthage and go ahead and start that war? Or do we want to bring them back and push north? And then just kind of keep a defense at Carolus for now and let Carthage build up. I do not know. Ah, they are going to attack me. Bummer. Bummer. Well, they are attacking from the ships, so their light horses will not be on horses. We've just got a few range to deal with. And these are actually not ballista ships, so we won't have to deal with those ballistas. They will unboard, and it'll only be the units that carry them. So that's interesting. And their general is a bowman. That's not bad. So we've got a couple of levies there, got a couple of velites there, and then a bunch of rorii, a couple of triorii, and then our general. So we got 3 triorii units, and 1 principe, 1 equite. So we did get a couple of our units recruited. We'll go ahead and defend this. I think we can. I think the auto-resolve is not being kind to us because of the amount of units they have, but a lot of their really good units they won't have access to. We may keep our war dogs back. And so let's see here. Here's all the enemy ships, like Viking ships. And then our ships over here. Let's bring them in close. And this is that town again. So these guys are a little worse for wear. So let's put these triorii here. We'll put our general up here again. And we will put... Let's put these triorii here to back them up. Principes. Put the hostati behind them. And we'll kind of just wait and see. We're going to have to wait and see where the enemy goes and what the enemy does before we really go after them or do anything. I wish they'd fix that. There's tons of room here, but you can't put anything there. And then, let's see, I think we can squeeze 3 units here, can't we? No, maybe not. And we can kind of clump them together. Just clump them all together. Is that all our units, isn't it? Looks like it. I don't see any on the map. We'll go ahead and start the battle. There is one docking area there. We'll have them dock right in the middle if... it's too late to change it, I guess. They could bring an enemy ship up and dock it right there. We shall see. We shall see. Let's go ahead and fast forward this, though. And get these guys lined up to fire. Yeah, let's turn off skirmish mode. I don't want them running away. Let's see exactly where these guys unload their ships. Yeah, here is their ballistas, which we don't have to worry about. Because I guess they assume when they put this together that they just bring the materials for their ballistas on the ships and they have to set them up. Should be kind of neat. But it doesn't work that way in the game. I think we're going to save our war dogs back for their ranged units. And we can also run them down with our equites and then slam into the back of them. Yeah, there's their light horses. Of course, again, they don't have their horses on the ships. They're going to be bringing one ship in here, I imagine. We will see. We'll slow it down whenever their units get real close to us, so we can kind of figure out what we're going to do. And they are indeed bringing one ship in here, and it's going to be the Lugarian swords. Go ahead and hit play. That's not a big deal. We will line up our anyway, let's push these guys out just a touch. Push these guys out just a touch. Line these guys up behind them, and then we'll line them up there to intercept. Now, because they're gonna dock and surround me, it might be kind of hard to get my war dogs and my equites out once they surround me to deal with their ranged units. So I may go ahead and send my equites out here. I'll probably just leave my war dogs for now. Let the battle begin. Let's turn the sound up a little bit. We've got the sound down really low. I hope it doesn't come through too loud on the video. That does sound a little loud. There we go. And are they going after my equites, or are they just wandering around? Let's send them out here and see. They're unloading. But we're going to take them out pretty easy. Let's reline these guys up here. Why are you not lining up? Oh. Still got skirmish mode on him. There we go. Go ahead and line them up. And nope, they just decided to run through town. I don't see any ranged. Yeah, there's some slingers on this side. There's archers. Let's check over here. Swordsman, swordsman, ballista. So all their ranged stuff is over here. Doesn't look like they're doing much. These guys running around here seems kind of odd. Let's bring our equites around.
general is under attack.
Yes, I'm sure he is. Where is the general archer unit? I don't see him. I guess maybe that's it. Send in those war dogs. Then we'll have these guys come back in and attack from behind. I want to send my equites in. Oh, there's their general unit. But I don't want to get attacked by the spearmen. Once we get rid of these guys, we'll be able to push out and around. And it doesn't look like they're going to push in too much. We're going to bring these two over. This unit of Triarii is about done. Let's send them out. No, 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 not that way. Send them out here. Now we can come crashing into the back. Unless they run through those spearmen, which it looks like they're going to. Yeah, we're going to bring our equites way back. Our war dogs are still in there. Bring them around and we'll have them crash there. We're going to lose one thing of Triarii. And apparently it's a general unit. Doesn't seem right. There we go, crashing into the back of them. Let's send our general unit into their general unit. And they've got a few more archers than I anticipated. I looked, I didn't think they had that many archers, but I guess they've got more than I thought. Our general is dealing with them, so we're going to have Equites. Good charge, smashed right through them. Now let's bring them back and have them charge through here. We defended this before with lesser forces, but we didn't have any range to deal with before, and now we do. We do have a couple of abilities here. War Cry. Is anybody winded? Doesn't look like it. Let's go ahead and bring them back. Uh-oh. They have seen our flanks. I wasn't paying attention to that. That's not good. But they don't really have a whole lot. They do have some heavy swordsmen. Let me see. Let's get these guys up here. No! Why did our general have to fall? Let's crash into the back of these guys. Good charge. They're swordsmen. Good charge. Let them do a little bit of damage. Now we'll bring them back here. Darn. Well, they are beginning to rout there. Let's get in there. That was a good charge, so let's get another good charge going here. Since these are mostly just swordsmen, there's some spearmen mixed in. There we go. Good charge, good charge. Alright, we'll get back here. We're going to crash into the back of these. I can't believe we lost our general. Now they're going to crash into these guys. Come on, come on. You can do it. These are swordsmen, so it should do a decent amount of damage. They are bringing back some of their spears. Let's bring them back here, reline them up, have them crash into the back of their general unit. I can't believe their general is still alive. They have brought more forces, and our forces were not quite ready to deal with them. Good charge. Back up. We'll charge again here in a minute. Darn, we might actually lose this, guys. These heavy swordsmen. I'd really like their general unit to rout. That would make this a lot easier. Our units aren't doing so hot because our general died. We really need to kill their general. But it's not looking super hot. Go, we'll bring them out again. Now their general unit is wavering. Go ahead and tell them to attack once they get in position. Our units are wavering. Let's see, let's bring... And now they're going to crash back into the back of them one more time. Kill that general unit. Your general unit is broken. Good. I want these guys over here to start throwing some spears in the back of them. Good. Good. That should do a number on there. Should do a number on their morale. Them to attack the spearmen. Now let's come around here. Have them crash into the back of these guys. I don't know about this. No, they're running now, so let's have them crash into the back of these guys. I think we're going to lose this, though, guys. Not paying attention and letting them come through here rather than defending really hurt us. It really did. Which means we're going to have to bring our other forces up and retake this. Yeah, we'll go ahead and just crash into these guys. Well, it was a hard-fought battle, but we were not able to defend it like I thought we would be. We'll go ahead and speed it up and let whatever's going to play out. And then we will take this back next turn with our other army that we've brought up. Costly enemy victory, yes. They had 2 slingers, 2 archers, and then that archer there as well. And 5 spearmen, 6 spearmen. Darn. Darn. Yep, we lost a majority of our army. They lost some units too, though. They did take it, and now they're bringing over reinforcements. Our Edict was cancelled. Well, we're not at war with Massalia. Let's see here. Can we assassinate their general? Make this a little easier to take. We can wound him. That's good. And can we poison the enemy as well? Alright, we did. So the question is, do we want to go to battle with just this? Or do we want to raise another army? These guys are actually fairly defensive. Yeah, they've got that. We'll leave the ships there. We're going to go into forced march. And that looks like the quickest route. Bring them up. And we're going to take our main army up there and reconquer that. And we still can't get a library. We are working on it. 2 more turns. 2 more turns. Man, I can't believe we lost that. Of course, they brought over reinforcements. Not too much to deal with, though. They'll come off the ships, and they shall die quickly. These guys don't have much. We'll try to take out their general again, just because they deserve it. They deserve every last bit. I hope Massalia's not coming up to go to war with me here, because I don't have very many units here. I'm going to have to create a couple more just to be safe. Let's go there, 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 and let me see, what do they got? They just got a couple slingers. We'll get another thing of war dogs, and we'll call that good. And we're still not at war with Epirus or RDI. That's good. Alright, let's end the turn. Character has an unassigned skill. Who? Ah, that's right. I'm going to want military training later on for him, so we're going to go with Zeal. And we've lost some income. Of course, we lost some food because our edict got cancelled. I'm surprised how we defended it before, and this time we had much better forces and we lost it. Of course, they had better forces too. And I guess I was wrong about not having a battle this episode. Unfortunately, it was a loss, but not too big a deal. We will be retaking it. And now they have made our path clear. We're going to be pushing north. This cannot stand. Oh, they poisoned the wells too. Alright, so they can defend there. Quartermaster's report. Yes. And then this. Alright. And we're going to go with Zeal again with him. I don't want these guys to be able to replenish up if I can help it. They did recruit another general. Oh no, he got wounded! Let's see if we can poison the provisions still. They still keep their provisions poisoned. Keep them whittled down, that's good, because they are constructing. They've got 2 turns before they're going to have any garrison, and I'd like to get to them before that. Yeah, we'll go with assassination. Poison. They've got a couple of things there. There's not a lot we can do, though, building wise. We need 1 more turn before we can get to the library. Go ahead and end the turn. We're going to get this army up here, and then we'll probably call it an episode, and the next time we will retake the settlement. And I should have done something with her over here, or at least activate her ability so she's gaining skill. but that's alright. Not too big a deal. The end turns are already starting to get kind of long. Doesn't take long in this game. Late game, they really get long. And Venetti is trying to do something to us again. They assaulted the patrols. Ooh, man, that's tight. We're gonna do nothing. %20 wealth from agriculture and 4 public order for 4 turns. Nice. This general has leveled up. We're gonna go with ferocious warrior with him, and I want some cunning in this. Let's go with military logistician. Yeah, we want to upgrade. Yeah, I'd like to get to the reforms fairly soon. Yeah, I wouldn't mind having a siege workshop, though, where I can create ballistas. Let's go with that. A couple of factions were destroyed. A couple of traits granted. Household expands. We'll just send it to the pool for now. And alright, now we can build a library. -10 from what, rating, I guess? -20 from rating. And they are ships, so we cannot go to war with them. We can create a couple more ships, though. Let's also get a general going here. Zeal and public order actually sounds really good. And sure, we'll reinstate the legacy. Legio 3 Fretensis. And we're going to go with Triarii because we want some defense. Not a whole lot going here, but I'm not sure why they're all gathering around Brundisium. That's kind of scaring me a little bit. And let's see. Stance none, and they can't get there till next turn. But if I stay in forced march, double time, whatever, and I get right up to it, they can come out and attack me, and it'll count as an ambush. So we're going to just move up in a regular stance from here. And let's go ahead and see if we can't poison the wells more. Yeah, you guys deserve every last bit of it for your treachery. Alright, we're going to go ahead and call it here, guys. I don't want this episode getting too long, but the next turn, the next time, the next episode, whatever, we will be bringing Legio 1 down to retake Ariminium. Ariminium, is that how you say it? I'm not sure. But yes, we will be retaking this, re-establishing our control of the region, and then we'll probably move up and take Patvium, and then maybe move around and take out Venetti altogether. So the war, yeah, it looks like this is all they have. We're not at war with these guys yet, so we're actually not at war with, let's see, who are we at war with? Oh yeah, and then Carthage, of course, and Libya. So once we secure this region, we will get our defenses going again, and then we'll probably bring Legio 1 back down and eventually start the assault on Carthage. And once we take Carthage and we have some good control up here, we'll probably bring up a second assaulting army, and then we'll have a couple of little defensive armies like this. That is the plan for the future. Thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed the video, if you're enjoying the campaign, leave a like and or a comment, and subscribe if you want to see more. Thanks guys, and more good stuff to come. Take care.